My name's Tristin
I'm Brooke.
Brook, and we built a Harper floor plan with Simmons Homes back in late 2020, early 2021.
We walked through every single floor plan. We loved the Harper because we definitely felt like it was something we could grow into, and we love it.
Yeah, the 3 beds in the flex room has been awesome. I mean, we use the flex room as an office, so it's just gives you all the space you need. We love to entertain. We have friends over all the time, and the Harper kind of gives us that open concept where we can do that. So we were out doing the Tulsa Parade of Homes, looking at all the beautiful houses that are on the parade, and we came up to the Magnolia Ridge model and met Randy there, and if you've ever met Randy, she's a ton of fun.
Yes.
So we got to know her and talk with her through it, and it just made sense. We were just graduating college and knew that was on the horizon, but everything just kind of aligned. And we host a Super Bowl party every year now. It's kind of become a thing. We have other friends who host Thanksgiving, like Friendsgiving, and it's just really been great. I know there's a bunch of expecting moms now in the neighborhood, and they have hot mom walks. So they've got a great group there. My wife's a 2nd grade teacher at Northeast Elementary, and it's not but 10 minutes from her school.
Yep.
It's growing. It's got all the shopping and restaurants you really can need. If you want to go somewhere fancy or fun, you can go to downtown in just a few minutes. So
Right off Highway 75. That's nice.
It's perfect. Randy made it seem so easy.
Yeah.
Made it seem
too good
so,
to be true almost.
Yeah, so attainable. That's what made it achievable for us right out of school, is that you had to have so little down. We have friends who pay more for an apartment every month than we pay for our mortgage. So she really did a great job of laying that out there, even if you're not a numbers person, on just exactly how it worked, and that held to be true. Yeah, I think it's one of those things you've got to just go for it. You've got to commit. I mean, you can rent for forever and never own anything, but you certainly can't wait for prices to go down or for interest rates to change. I mean, you've got to live life now. You need somewhere to stay, so have it be something that you own. That would be the main thing, is just go for it. And then as far as a new build versus a used home, it's yours from the very beginning. You get to have the fun, creative process. I know.
Yeah, that was my favorite part, was getting to customize it and do all the fun things. And then the final product, getting to see the final results and what we've been dreaming of for the past year. So that was fun.
And I know as a DIY husband, it makes it a lot easier to not have to do everything, just only some things. So you get that perk too.
My kitchen is definitely my favorite part. So we have the glass cabinets. We have getting to pick, the granite and the cabinet colors. All that was so fun for me.
Yeah. For me, I got to raise the shower heads. I don't have to duck to shower. We got to have the bigger toilets. So it was the little things for me.
Watching our home being built was super fun. We got to drive by all the time, and then Randy would, in addition to that, send us pictures all the time. Framing went up, or your concrete was laid, stuff like that. So that was a fun process, and then just getting to drive by and seeing how quick it all comes up. So it was like something new all the time.
Yeah, and you get to put your little touches on it. You get to put your handprints in the concrete. And, we wrote scriptures on the framing, so it just, again, makes it yours. The feeling for me walking into our home for the first time was surreal, because like I said, it's yours. And I was shocked by the level of detail that Jim took us through. I mean, you can spend hours just looking at every single wall, every bit of drywall, every piece of paint. So that level of detail was surprising to me, and of course he shows you all the things. Where's the main water shut off? Where's the main electric panel? The little stuff that you, of course, don't think about in a house. So, and then at our 1 year, there was nothing that was not fixed. There was nothing no stone unturned, I guess you could say. I mean, it was a really great experience. I would say the financing process was really smooth. Candace and her team over there were on top of it. Went to the closing table and not a single hiccup.
Nope. Thing thus far is just being able to grow into our home. We're currently doing our nursery, which is super exciting. So just a house that we can, continue to grow into has been so much fun.
Yeah, we've already had a lot of life in the house. I mean, we had a surprise engagement party where we had proposed, and then we came back home, and then all of our friends were there, and we had a taco truck out front.
Yeah.
And all the holidays were a lot of fun. And like I said, we like to host all the neighbors, so we've kind of become the Super Bowl
Everyone
house.
comes over, and we have a great time.
So, I just can't speak highly enough about the Simmons family. I mean, they're actually good personal friends. So knowing all of them, Cameron, Connor, Greg, they're just all great people. I mean, I can't say that enough. So we tell a lot of people about our Simmons home. I would say our neighborhood and all of our neighbors are great in general, but a really fun part has been that we've probably got 4 or 5 couples that we've known from college or high school or somewhere that we've told about our experience.
And they've come over to our house, and they
come
love
to the
it.
house, and then they became our neighbors. So that makes up a good portion of kind of our core neighborhood group is folks that we knew and said, you should be here.
Yeah,
and
join us.
Yeah.